Yes, we've made it to another Thursday and TrendingSA is here to hold you down. So welcome. We're here to make sure that you get premium television, and helping me serve today's sizzling hot content, we have our very own king. It is the gorgeous, the sassy Loot Love.
Hey now, what do you do? Welcome to my kingdom.
We will serve under you, king, anytime. And then, of course, well, I don't know if he's going to serve under anybody, but we know that he's Mr. Umlazi yesterday, Umlazi today, Umlazi kusasa, and forever, Ballet.
Someone, I just want to ask, that song that played when we were coming in, I heard it in Zulu, and it wasn't, I didn't like what I heard.
Okay.
What language is, I hope it's not in Zulu.
What would you like to correct about it?
Oh, it's Yoruba, okay, cool. Okay.
Oh, not you hearing Zulu.
I heard it in Zulu. Yeah, listen to it again.
Right. Our first guest this evening is a living legend in the world of dance. Born and raised in Soweto, Thoriso Magongwa is one of the country's most technically accomplished, classically trained ballet dancers and choreographers who changed the face of the art form. His immense versatility has enabled him to adapt to diverse styles, and as a dancer, he's performed all over the world. The South African dancer has been flying the South African flag high for over a decade, and tonight he joins us all the way from the Czech Republic. Welcome to SA, Thoriso.
Yay!
What up, what up, what up?
Looking so stunning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
So good to have you on the show. So you started dancing at the age of 8, and by the time you turned 12 years old, you trained under the choreographer Martin Schonberg at the Ballet Theatre African Academy. So before I even get into my question, I found a remarkably interesting interview you did a few years ago. Take a look at this.
I found myself smiling at a point. I was performing in Austria earlier this year, and I thought back to my childhood when I was playing in the streets in Soweto. And I was sitting with a few of my friends, and we were asking each other what we wanted to become when we were older. And someone said a doctor, and someone said a lawyer, and all of these things. And I really remember saying to them, what I want, I have never seen before.
Imagine that. What a powerful statement from a child. What I want, I have never seen before. So when you got into ballet, is that when it clicked? Is that the art form that spoke to you that you had never seen before?
I think ballet is the vessel, but the dream and what I've always aspired to be or to have has always been beyond. I come from a very educated family, made of dreamers and made of people that have big ambitions about who they want to be. So I think in growing up in that environment, I learned about having my own ambition and having my own place in the world. Right. Ballet has been the key. It has opened my ideas and made them plausible to myself. Right. I never knew the width of the world. I never knew my own capabilities, my own strength, so to speak. I did not know that I'm capable and able. So I think through ballet, I was able to unlock all these little things inside myself and also discover myself in the same breath. I'd say ballet is the vessel, but I don't think it is the destination.
Let's talk about live performances. I mean, they've suffered big time thanks to COVID. It's had a devastating blow. You look at all the lockdowns that have affected, different areas of our life experience. It's been the same here, quite frankly. How did COVID impact you as a ballet dancer in Czech Republic, and how are things looking now?
Okay, well, fortunately for me, I belong to Narodni Divadlo Brno, which is essentially the national theatre. We are a state theatre. So we are government funded and we belong to the state. And one of the reasons I really wanted to be a dancer in Europe was because of the respect, because of the support and the value at which we are held at as dancers. We are looked at as national treasures. Right. So as soon as COVID hit, we were looked after. Our salaries were the first thing to be secured. We were told that we will be taken care of because we are looked at as the jewels of the state. Unfortunately, as every single other person in the world, we've had to close down our theatre indefinitely. There have been many cases of people and dancers who have been sick and have recovered. Our city is currently still under lockdown as we speak. We cannot go to the shops, we cannot sit in restaurants, we also cannot travel. It's quite intense. You know, for me personally, it has affected me emotionally in terms of, at least if you are in South Africa or you are around family, you have that advantage of going to your mom's house and even quarantining with your sister or, you know, being with people that you love.
Thoriso, as a former ballet dancer myself,
Wow.
Oh, dear.
yes, I killed it.
Wow.
Actually, I mentored him.
Oh, dear.
So I want to ask right now, what is that one production that is still on your wish list?
Oh, dear. That is a good one. I mean, I've done quite a lot of things, but I think
I like
still
that.
on my wish list. But I know a choreographer that I would love to work with, and that is David Dawson.
Me
He's
too.
one of my favorite choreographers.
Me too.
I'm certain of that.
That's beautiful. Listen, you're an incredible story, and the fact that you are this brave to live in different parts of the world at different moments in your career, and also just make the most of your talent is amazing. So thank you so much for your time, and carry on doing the best and flying that SA flag high. You know, you can't just travel the world and leave the flag behind. How, Thoriso?
I am proudly South African, and I will never forget where I come from. And hopefully soon I'll be back.
Of course. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, and we will certainly be tracking your career in its splendor. All right. Coming up still on the show, quite a hot show. Listen, you better get ready because we've got smiles that are going to be wider smiles with our guests, Dr. Alexander and Katya Rawhini. You do not want to miss out on this one. Stay tuned.
I gon' believe it. Yeah. If you believe it.
Slow it down a bit. You are still tuned in to TrendingSA right here on SABC3, where we escape the norms. So over the last couple of years, Dr. Alexander Rawhani, popularly known as Dr. Smile, has risen to celebrity status for his cutting-edge cosmetic and dental reconstructions. And while he puts smiles on a long list of A-list clientele, Katya Rawhini is the woman that has managed to put an everlasting smile on his face. Their love story is what fairy tales are made of. And tonight, the smiles, as they've been dubbed, join us on TrendingSA to put a smile on your face. Oh, I love a love story.
He was smiling already, you know? He was just like, oh, everywhere.
He literally, it's in his DNA at this point.
I know, and then his hand was on her hand, and then it's like, you know, that's the moment. I think that's what they bring to the
Oh,
studio.
guys, keep
Some
holding
love.
hands. It's fine. It's all good. Welcome to TrendingSA. How are you guys doing?
Thank you so much. Lovely
It's
to
an
be
absolute
here.
pleasure to have you guys here.
Oh, man. So you guys tied the knots on the 29th of December in 2020, which was so, so beautiful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
Still pretty
So,
fresh.
so precious. So take us back to how you guys met. You know, there's a story that melted everybody's hearts on social media. So where did you guys meet? Was it love at first sight?
Yeah,
Tell us the story.
we're very lucky that our parents were very good friends. So we'd always been in each other's lives.
Oh.
Very like similar kind of, you know, our families had very similar priorities.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a very good friendship when we were younger, and our whole relationship and marriage is really built on just loving to be together and that friendship. You know.
Yeah, we
so-
were really lucky because our friendship formed in a very strong way because of understanding one another's character and souls and personalities and, as you said, family priorities before it became anything romantic.
Aha.
Like way before.
Sure.
So we had a good foundation.
And we're going to come to that at some stage in this conversation. But in this moment, we have to go back to your wedding day, guys. I mean, first of all, that was magic. I mean, if you look at those pictures coming through,
Yeah.
I cannot.
the smiles naturally,
smile.
they're there. You know?
Of course, the smile.
I mean, we have to talk about the highlights. I mean, what were your highlights of the day?
Honestly,
I think even before we speak about the day, let's speak about the night before
Yeah.
the day.
Oh, there's a story as
you
well.
guys rock out or what?
We got the announcement from President Cyril Ramaphosa the night before that everything was closed, everything was locked.
and since then everything was just going perfect.
And like we had planned, everything was going to start at this time and do this and have the band and have the barman. And then he said no events, no nothing from midnight.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh my God, what are we supposed to do? We had to cancel the band, cancel the waiters, because we wanted to be obedient to government also.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then all the family stepped in. We had a total of like 32 people at the wedding, including family. Everyone did everything from the cooking, the setting up, the decor, the everything. We kind of all did it together as a family.
So yeah, it was,
And in retrospect, it was so beautiful.
I was about to say.
The dress, I'm dying over the dress.
he looked really good too.
I know, it's not about me. I know.
Sure, and there's a beauty in that, in the way you talk about how you guys prepare the wedding, because there's family, there's, you know, there are people that, you know, they understand the context of your relationship, your history, and this journey that you're going into. So, I mean, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
We always really wanted it to be like that. And looking back, it's like there was no one moment that was more perfect than the next. The whole period was just like, I know it sounds so cheesy, but it really was like a dream.
So, you know, you love stories that, you know, of love that meets creativity and service to humankind, and unity. And is that what attracted you guys to each other? And how do you each complement each other in this mission and use your creative endeavors to enrich humanity?
Yeah, definitely that was what attracted us to each other, which again is like, that's, you know, that soul connection is something that only grows with time, you know, it never just kind of fizzles out, because you were attracted to what the other person looked like or whatever. And I think in our marriage, I'm really finding, and I'm sure you'll agree, is that like all of those different aspects, the whether it's the creative side, the medical side, it always comes down to how can we as a couple just get better at helping humanity in what we're doing.
Right.
How can we do that together? How can we help each other individually do that better? And
how do we aid one another in developing to our full potential and capacity? And we obviously have a very good understanding from the Baha'i teachings that we reach our potential by helping others and serving humanity. So the whole basis of our attraction and our relationship really was about that.
Sure. You guys have redefined what love is. It's almost like you've taken it, you've ripped it apart. You've even added some grills on love. It's like, wow.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
And I have to bring in your series on Insta Live.
Yes.
Let's Love Live.
Yes.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Yes, Wednesday night. We
What
have
is the
so much
premise
fun.
of the series? I think you've kind of set it up beautifully in everything you guys have said, but you know, what happens when you guys go live and connect at that level?
Say we just go live, we talk about this thing, whatever the topic is. We've done, you know, gender equality, we've done racial unity, we've done education, we've done
the soul. And we try to take relevant topics and have like meaningful conversation over social media, because social media is not used for that. Social media is used very much for the opposite of that.
Yeah. Katya, you're multi-talented. I mean, you're a third-year medical student, and you're also a filmmaker, and you have a new film out, Star Girl.
Yes.
Tell us more about that. You know, what's the premise of the film? What story does it tell?
Yeah. I was, from the second I heard the song from Red Robin, who's the musician, she's extremely talented. I was like, yes, I love this, it's beautiful, I would be honored to direct visuals for this. And you know, the premise of it is her story about, you know, being a professional, wanting to be a professional ice skater, to having a really bad spinal injury, to needing and becoming a musician. And I loved that, and it was also an anthem for women. It was dedicated to the women in her life who helped her through that and who just are the backbone of her life. I love that it's an inspiration to me and hopefully to others that, you know, you have more than one dream. You can do more than one thing. There isn't just one thing that you're only born to do that, and if it doesn't work out, it's over for you, you know?
I love that.
So that story, that's what really attracted me.
I love that. And I have to bring in your Lex, because I mean, musically speaking, I can just imagine this household, eh? You've got your own. I know you've got your own musical journey.
Yeah.
There's music coming out. There's projects for the future. I mean, tell us about that.
I'm a Persian-blooded first-generation South African. I was born and bred here, but family's from Persia, Iran. And so I've started a new genre that will be debuting, releasing to the world next week, which is called Afro-Persian.
Afro-Persian.
And so I'm taking our beats, our sounds, African sounds, Niger beats, Gom beats, and I'm putting Farsi lyrics on them. And I'm showing an amalgamation of these two cultures that I am.
Sure.
And a bit of racial unity and a bit of diversity, and that doesn't exist yet. So I'm really excited to release this.
I can't wait to hear that.
And I've got a debut performance for like BBC International TV for around the world and for like Persian New Year, and it's a great opportunity. And I would love to see what it does and how people take it.
Sure.
Yes, I'm really excited.
I mean, you've taken it to the next level.
Thank you.
Oh, no, of course. And it just shows you guys are so well-rounded. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, I need to go start my life all over again.
You can start today. It's fine. You've done well. You can do better.
Exactly.
Listen, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah.
All the best of
Guys,
luck. You
thank you
guys
for having
are
us.
Congratulations, guys. It's stunning.
Much love.
more than couple goals here.
You know what I mean?
More than love
Coming through
lives
for the
here.
grills, though. I ain't no rapper, but I'm coming through.
Come, I got you. I got you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we're going to take a break on that moment. And after the break, Olwethu Leshabane and the Vodacom Mum and Baby platform gets us connected. You do not want to miss that.
Hello, I come back. I wasn't there for that.
I can't.
You're still tuned into Ta on 3. Now, trying to create a routine for your little ones can be daunting. Well, stress no more. Connected Family without digital doula, Olwethu Leshabane, has all the hacks to ease your parenting stress. It's now time for this week's installment of Connected Family, brought to you by Vodacom's Mum and Baby platform. Take a look.
Hello, welcome to Connected Family with me, Olwethu Leshabane, in partnership with Vodacom. In this segment of Mum and Baby, I'll be breaking down the saving grace that is sleep training and letting you in on some hacks that will be sure to bring you a sense of routine back into your home. For the first few weeks, there is little reason to a newborn's sleep patterns. But still, start putting together a simple bedtime routine as soon as you are settled in at home. But when you and baby are ready, here are ways you can start the sleep training schedule. Between days 1 and 3, instead of rocking baby, stand by his crib and rub his back. Between days 4 and 6, you sit by your baby's bedside, but do not touch them. Between days 7 and 9, you move your chair to midway between your baby's bedside and the door. Between days 10 and 12, you sit in your chair by the door of the room. Between days 13 and 15, you sit outside the door, but where baby can see you. Between days 16 and 18, you sit out of sight, but provide verbal reassurance, either by sitting outside the room or via a two-way monitor. It is important to develop the following habits along with your sleep training routine. Number 1, establish a bedtime routine for everyone in the home. Number 2, get the timing right. Establishing a bedtime routine when you are unable to be consistent or there may be disruptions in the home, such as a new nanny or a move or big changes in yours or baby's life, is not recommended. Number 3, monitor and know when baby's sleep cues are. Number 4, put baby down whilst they are awake. Number 5, don't respond to baby immediately when they cry. Allow yourself time to see if they're self-soothing or are crying out for you. But don't let the crying go on for long. Babies need to be assured that you are there for them. I hope the sleep training hacks play their part and lead to a tranquil night for you and baby. And remember, every child is different. But with some patience and consistency, it should all pay off. You can visit Vodacom's Mum and Baby platform, our efficient and reliable partner. I'll see you next week.
So to get more training hacks and routines for your adorable little ones, sign up for Vodacom's Mum and Baby platform for all your parenting hacks and to keep you and your family connected. You can access Vodacom Mum and Baby by dialing *117 *6862# or by visiting the Mobi site on your screens right now.
He's young, talented, and boasts the title of the most followed South African on the social media platform TikTok. The self-taught magician has performed on numerous television shows and in front of high-profile celebrities, including American TV producer A.D. Oppenheim. His magic tricks have won him a huge audience following on the social media platforms, including a whooping, listen to this guys, 11.7 million followers on TikTok. His name is Wian Magic, and if you're still not convinced that he's the big deal, check this out. Okay.
I need an explanation of I need a donut explanation. The donut? How did the donut get out?
I want a donut right now. So, welcome to TrendingSA. Welcome to TrendingSA, Wian. You are the biggest TikTok star in Mzansi with 11.7 million followers. That is the population of KZN. You have over 220 million likes. The app is not that old. It came out in 2018. So what do you credit the following to, like especially in such a short space of time? And before you answer that, can you make a donut appear from the TV to me right now?
Please send us two. Thank you.
No. Thank you guys for having me. Unfortunately, I am not able to send you a donut right now, my friend.
Man.
I wish I could. And once I figure that out, I will do it. No, it's been a crazy ride, especially last year, because at the start of last year, I think I only had like 1.4 million followers or so.
Oh, only?
And, well, at that stage. And, I mean, I guess it was a combination of things, doing what worked at the right times. And I've always loved making videos, especially I've loved magic and stuff. So I think it came at the right time. So I'm really grateful for that.
Sure.
And yeah, I guess just a lot of posting and a lot of, doing what I love.
So you do a lot of your videos on the streets of South Africa, like this one, Exhibit A.
Oh, sorry, no worries, I'll just put it in the bag. Is that better? No, please, watch, it's gone, see? It's gone, watch. See, it's gone, completely gone. How did you do that? No, sorry. Is that also yours? This is good. Yes, but this is good. No, watch, I told you, watch out.
Where do you get this courage from?
Well, I think first 2 points I have to mention is, number one, I don't drink.
Okay.
Very important.
And number two, me and that guy are now big friends. So,
Can you imagine?
I guess, in terms of where I get, the ideas, as I said, I spent a good 10 years doing magic because I grew up in a small town, Frankfurt in the Free State. There was nothing to do. So, I just spent every minute of my time learning tricks and stuff. And it's good that there's now a place to do that. So I guess that's where all the tricks come from. I still have a lot that I want to post. And courage, I don't know, it's sometimes I just, I guess I take a risk and I look at a guy and think, I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble. This looks like a calm guy. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Wian, for joining us here on TrendingSA, and we hope that you grow into bigger and bigger spaces. I can't wait to see your show in Vegas.
I appreciate that, guys. It means the world to me.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of yet another gorgeous episode of TrendingSA. Be sure to catch us tomorrow, same time, same place, same gorgeous faces that you've never seen before in your life. We will see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Yes.